In the last video I made on this channel, I admitted that I actually do care about winning, and I had two tournaments coming up, two chances to actually try and win for the first time ever in disc golf. The first of those was a tournament that I actually host, run TD, and that is a monthly. This month we are at Crockett's playing the long tee. So we're gonna dive into the footage, talk you through how that round actually went. We'll see if I was able to take down my first ever victory in the sport of disc golf. Let's get into it. So, because this was a shotgun start, we started on hole 4.
That might be a little longer than I
the
want.
drive. That's my bad. This is a par 4, 486 feet. So you can see my first drive put me in a decent spot, pitched up, took the early birdie. Now hole 5 is a hard one. Par 3, but 393.
Shoot.
It's a big
That's
left to
gonna be
right blind shot. I don't have the distance. I try to go back in and I get caught up. Then I just
Not that
turn
much
over
flex,
this
though.
forehand. Absolutely wretched shot from that distance. I would have loved to get up and down. Now I'm deep, you can see in the left side of the screen here, pitching up, which I am able to do, and unfortunately though, that is tapping in a 4, which puts me back to even on the round. Now you can tell it's kind of wet and soupy out here. Hole 6,
a good
put the
kick.
towel down, still didn't get a great drive even when I was standing still, and it's a short 237, but pitch
Maybe
up,
did a
leave
little.
myself, I don't know, 20, 25 feet, which for me can be a tester. But what I will say is the putter was kind of on for this round as we moved to hole 7, forehand around the corner, 242 uphill, par 3 once again.
you.
Actually peered the gap, was really happy with that, and then got to edge a circle look, which I left just a little
down.
bit high. But that is one of one or maybe only 2 circle 1 putts I missed for this whole round. I was
maybe
really
did a little.
happy with my
Or a
putting
lot.
in this round. You can't really see it hole 8 here. I just end up kicking way left, so I step out for this little putter forehand, push myself a little long, but like I said, the putter was working. Bam, send it home, take the par. We're still even. Now hole 9, big bomb,
Whoa.
730 par 4. Unfortunately,
Kick.
cart path on the right, that's OB, and I turned that way over, missing
trying
my
to
line.
throw it left
End
up the hill on the
OB.
turnover
So
line.
now I'm throwing 3, and I'm still, I don't know, 450 back. Do a good job of biting off as much distance as I possibly could here, but it still isn't gonna get me into that birdie range. So it's just a little
Not
pitch
like
up,
that.
which I totally fluff. As you can see,
Yeah.
I leave myself way left, middle of circle 2 here for the par save, and it was a good putt, but it wasn't in, so we're taking the bogey, 1 up on the round. Now, hole 10, I actually go with this high
That's
over the
too
top
far
line, because I had
left, I
parked
think.
this hole with this line in practice. This time, though, I just
Man.
didn't quite hit it as hard, so I come up a little short, deep in the wood. Thankfully, I have an angle, pitch out, take my par. Hole 11, this one always gives me grief, man. I think it
Please.
really is a forehand shot if you have it. I just don't really have it, so I try and go with
Roll
the
out.
turnover mid-range. It was
on
okay.
the edge.
Not a bad shot. Once again, we're a little short though. So pitch up, decent bit at it, drop
quite.
in for the par. I have to say at this point, I'm feeling okay, but I know that 1 over isn't gonna do it. This though was one of the best drives of the day here on hole 12. I mean, this was chain high, near ace, awesome flex shot, 318 feet, but uphill, so it plays more like 350 maybe. That I think was the only
Thank
birdie
you.
on this hole for the entire tournament, so pretty excited about that. And then this I just pulled so wide, so we're back to even. This should
hung
be
it out
give
too
me a
much.
320 dead straight with no OB on this hole. And I just leave it so far out to the right, so little disappointed with that drive there.
Yeah.
And then once again, I
Left the whole
just
way.
leave myself a little bit of a tester, but the putt was working. We tap that in, bang, happy with that. Now, another long one, 460 downhill, par 3. Actually really happy with this drive.
I mean, the
this was
line
my
is good, but I
grace.
think it's
Flip
way
it up
short.
nicely, smooth it out there. Do a pretty good job
Yeah,
of biting
thank
off
you.
as much distance as I have in the tank, leaving me a little jumper up for it, which rolls away. So once again, tester.
No.
But this is what I'm saying. So much
about a
confidence on the
tester.
putting green. Able to step up to this, edge a circle, uphill putt, bang it home. Super big confidence booster on that one.
Don't
Now here
turn.
on this par 3 hole 15, I ended up going with my rhythm, a flippier 7 speed, and it just
I'm gonna be
didn't
honest,
quite
it
get
wasn't
back
totally
left
intentional.
as quick as I wanted. So I do get caught up a little further back than I would have liked. Put the jumper on it.
Do it for me.
Once again, all over the cage, hoping
Thanks,
one of
bro.
these circle 2s is going to drop, but alas, it wasn't meant to be. So we're still even through hole 15. Now, this is one of the hardest holes for me on the
up.
course. Hitting this gap,
It's always up.
345. So it's not the longest
Yes,
hole, and it
get
is
down the
downhill,
hill.
but you have to get out this gap What this hole is showing me is that I really do have this low to high swing plane and release, and so it's hard for me to hit it flat through that gap. You can see me there even talking about trying to bend down to get it lower. So thankfully, once again though, the putt was just on. So hole 17,
that should do it.
I'm loving this drive out of my hand. Absolutely crush the grace, get a nice little turn, but unfortunately right at the end there, I just get too far left, which leaves me absolutely pinched in such an awkward spot. So you can see me trying to work out all of this different footing, trying to get the stretch out. Camera's a little blocked here, but basically what you need to know is I didn't have an angle, I wasn't flexible enough to get the angle, and I just kind of missed the shot low into the ground. So jump putt up. Unfortunately, that means we're taking a par on a hole we really should be taking a birdie on after a drive like that. So awesome drive here on hole 18. It's blind, and I actually end up long of the basket. That was the rhythm again, 7-speed.
I don't know what it's gonna do though. Like, I don't know if it's gonna keep going or if it's gonna flex out.
But this is a downhill shot, so just cruise past the basket, tap up, easy tap in for the par. Now we're back to hole 1, 346 through the gap, and I just get it a little high, not on enough turn. There's a little wind picking up at this point, so didn't just trust the angle enough.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to AstroDisc TX for sponsoring these monthly tournaments. Make sure you guys check out AstroDisc TX for all of your disc golf needs. They have incredible prices, honestly, and you can use code JOURNEY for 10% off. Make sure you check out the link down below and follow them on Instagram.
I didn't flip it enough too. I'm going in the woods.
It's a short par,
just dig for me.
435 feet. It's a good drive and a short up shot, tap and a putt.
Yeah.
So we do get that birdie to get us back to even, which is a start. But I know I got to get hole 3. Got to be one under to have any chance. I haven't really been looking at scores too closely during this round, but I know there's no way that even's doing it. Unfortunately, that drive kisses off the tree. We do kind of peer the upshot, which, you know, should be an upshot we make all the time. Leaving us a short tap in putt. And there you have it. We shot even 58 on the round, which was good enough for second place. We didn't get our first win. We ended up coming in second off the lead by 3 strokes. Overall, happy with how I played this round, but I did have a couple big realizations and big takeaways as I was preparing for that C tier coming up the following week. And the biggest one is that I just simply don't know how to score in disc golf. You see a lot of pars on that scorecard, not a lot of birdies. Few birdies here, but those are canceled out by bogeys. And so for me, I think the challenge is really going to be learning how to score, learning how to be a little more aggressive, be a little more accurate, get more birdies on the card. That is going to lead to a higher bogey rate as well, but we're already kind of dealing with that. So I think if I can get some of those pars, turn into birdies, which obviously that's how you shoot under par. That's a dumb thing to say, but you understand the point. There is a difference or a skill set in knowing how to score out on the golf course, and that's a skill set that I think I need to learn how to actually dial in. So there's a good warm-up round for Hensley coming up next week. Overall, my game is feeling pretty good. I feel like I'm at a decent place going into the C tier, so we'll see how we do. Appreciate you guys hanging out. My name's Andrew Wood. As always, the journey is a destination, and I'll catch you in the